Yo, what is up? I'm Zach. Welcome back to my channel of RWBY Mythology. Today I'm going to do part 2 of What If Yang Was a Saiyan. If you guys have not seen the previous part, I highly recommend you guys go check that out before you guys come over here, because this will not make any sense to you if you guys start with this part 2. And yeah, since you guys really enjoyed this for the part 1, so I'm going to do part 2. And a little bit recap here and there. We gave Yang a new origin, that she was an alien instead of born a remnant, and the Yang that we all know and love died from, after Raven gave birth to her, and that leave a bad blood between Tai and Raven, so to speak, and until, the Saiyan pod, a baby girl, appeared, and both Tai and Summer took care of her, and then Tai and Summer had a daughter of their own, which is Ruby Rose. And so basically Yang is the same Yang we all know and loved, and volume 1 goes out similarly the same but a little bit different here and there. And there's some few things I forgot to mention in the first part. Is about the communication satellite and Yang Saiyan name. So when it comes to the communication satellite, we all know that they had to use dust to able to get that thing up in the air, since they tried the last time without it, it didn't do well. But in the main canon, they use actual gravity dust. But in this, they don't have to use it, because thanks to, the Saiyan tech mixed with the Atlas tech, they actually managed to get the communication satellite and Atlas communication satellite to get in midair, so without dust. So there's that. And also, not only that, when it comes to Atlas drones and mech or paladin, whatever, since with their Atlas tech mixed with a Saiyan tech, they actually managed to make the, their drones and the paladin be a lot more tougher than their canon counterpart. So there's that. And also, when it comes to Yang Saiyan name, I'm gonna take the name that from You Only Mate's video about it makes so much sense for Yang, and this Yang Saiyan name will be Saba, which is a wasabi, and it actually means spicy, and it fits how Yang is hot-headed. So yeah, so wasabi, Saba, and spicy, hot-headed, that fits Yang hardly. So yeah, there's that. And there's some things I need to address as well. Volume 2 is going to be a little bit tricky for me, because some of the events do play out the same, but a little bit different. Like, I don't know, the villains' involvements, that plays out the same, so I may not be mentioning it to them, because, Cinder, Cinder, Emerald, Mercury, and Roman, that plays out the same. Same goes for Cinder, Emerald, Mercury, dressed up as a school clothes, and they're in their third year of their own academy in Haven, so that plays out the same. And after Volume 1, if you guys read the, From Shadow anthology manga, where, Blake asked Yang for, the training, to be training partner, and not only Blake would be a lot stronger with training with Yang, the member of Team RWBY will be friggin' tough and strong as hell with, training with Yang. And not only that, Weiss will also be stronger as well than her actual counterpart. So, and not only that, both Yang and Blake will be really close in this canon. And because, again, they both are fondness, for Yang, and so to speak. And what else I need to think on? There's something I'm missing, but I might mention it later. I can't remember right now. So, I think that's everything I need to address at this point. So, yeah. So basically, we start off in a story where, Sun and Neptune about to meet, Team RWBY, and Sun mentioned that Blake and Yang, they're both faunus, but also realized what he said about Blake. So not saying anything about, Blake is a faunus, so to speak. And the food fight between Team Juniper and Team RWBY, yeah, that plays out the same, but Team RWBY had massive advantage, but, give Team Juniper time to shine, but it still ends at the same result. And Ironwood shows up just like the actual main canon, and wants to know the update about Yang, because he's still not like the idea. He's still let's just say a bit feared about Yang, because, if there's anything changes or anything like that he needs to be aware of, but Ozpin, there's nothing to be worried about or whatever, and she's been doing well, and she's going to be a great huntsman. And Ironwood wants to believe Ozpin and understands, but at the same time, he just doesn't want to buy it, because he just had a feeling something is about to go down. So, yeah. And, what else I need to bring up? Oh, yeah, there's something I didn't mention about the last part, actually. Ironwood built his own, his droids, in a way. And I did mention that Ironwood think about something. He wants to create 2 simple things, just in case if anything goes wrong with Yang. So there's that. But again, you guys will not see them in when we get to that volume part or whatever. But of course, and I also forget to mention about one simple thing as well, and that is Penny. Since Penny was built in Atlas Tech, she also been built both mix of the Saiyan techs and the Atlas Tech. So yeah, Penny is that tough, fully tough, and she's basically more like the androids from Dragon Ball Z, androids 17 and 18, but she's kind of similar to Android 19. Not like no, I'm not making Penny like that. No, I'm just saying that it compares to, how strong she is. She's in Android 19 level. And, yeah, she's basically a mix of the Saiyan Tech and Atlas Tech. So, yeah, there's that. I forgot to mention that. So, yeah. And, what else I'm missing? Oh, yeah. The Team RWBY decided to go investigate about, Roman torturing and working with the White Fang. That plays out the same, where Yang and Neptune goes, RWBY and Weiss goes, Blake and Sun goes, and RWBY finds out about Penny is a robot, or aka android, I will call it, because that does fits well than just a robot, because, you have human flesh, and you still have, I would say, not blood, in a way. You have an aura, aka a soul, but you're still a robot, so aka an android. Seemed fitting for Penny, because if you think about it. So that plays out the same, and of course, Blake and Sun get chased by a paladin. And keep this in mind, the paladin are mixed both Atlas and Saiyan tech. So let's just say Sun and Neptune gets mollywobbed in a second, and now it's up with Team RWBY. That plays out the same, but barely. And it was the pain in the ass for them, but they managed to pull it off, all thanks to Yang's strength and power. And keep in mind, Yang doesn't have a semblance, just only an aura in this. So she managed to, kind of defeat it in a way. So, yeah, there's that. What else I need to address? Oh, yeah, then the next day or a few days later, the dance actually happened. Well, the only thing I forgot to mention is, well, Pyrrha against Connell, and then later on Mercury, and Mercury learns about Pyrrha's semblance. And that plays out the same, nothing changes or anything like that. And then later on, later on the night, or later on the next day or whatever, I'm forgetting now, because again, Volume 2, it gets really fucking complicated now. Sun asked Blake for the dance, but she declined. But he also asked Yang, because keep this in mind, he's also interested in Yang because she's a faunus. So there's that. He asked Yang if he's willing to go on a dance with him, and she said yes, but she has a plan in mind that she's gonna make Blake come to the dance. So that plays out kind of like the same. And then we get to see Blake and Yang have their talk, like the original canon. But here's the thing, though. In the main canon, Yang brings out about her mother. But in this, she doesn't. Because, keep this in mind, Raven is not Yang's mother in this. So, yeah. So there's that. She does bring up about, herself. About she wants to know who she is and why, she was raised, with a human. But why were Yang asking that question? Well, think about it, you guys. Like, she's a faunus raising with 3 humans, having a younger sister, a human, and a father and a mother who are actually a human. And also she has a uncle who is a human. So she doesn't know about her past. She doesn't know how she was raised by them, because all she knows that she was just a baby, then boom, it happened. And maybe this is the way that where she came from, and she's thinking that she could be been adopted and her actual biological parent just abandoned her when she was just a baby, and then Ty and Summer took her in. So that's what Yang believed in. So let's say Yang decided that, she wants to find her biological parents by taking her little baby sister, RWBY, so they could, so she could find her actual biological parents. But that plays out kind of the same where they're getting attacked by Grim, but Crow saves them. So, yeah, and that is basically where Yang start to feel, strong, Zenkai boost, that sort of thing. So, yeah, there's that. So, yeah, so Yang believed that she was adopted, and she wants to find her actual biological parents and find out why they abandoned her. So, yeah, it would make sense for Yang want to know, like, she wants to know, why did y'all abandon me? And at least I have a good family, unless they don't try to abandon me, that so to speak. And none of that, Yang just tell Blade to, you don't have to stop, you just need to slow down and get some rest, and telling her that I'll see you at the dance. So the dance happens, and Sun actually get a dance with the 2 girls, Blake and Yang. Lucky bastard, I swear. Son, you lucky bastard. Get a dance with the 2 ladies in one night? Man, my man got the Riz going on. Huh. And also, that plays out the same where, Yang discovered about, someone trying to break in to the computer room or whatever, to set the virus, Cinder, that sort of speak. That plays out the same. RWBY informed, about Osmond, Iowa, and Glinda about the White Fang hideout, that sort of speed. That plays out the same. Yeah, so basically everything in Volume 2 where Team RWBY gets a highly permission to go on this mission, to deal with the White Fang secretly. And Professor Portlick, I hope I said his name right, asked both the 3 girls minus RWBY about why they want to become a huntresses, That plays out the same. Yeah, you guys know where this is going. Everything plays out the same. RWBY gets caught by the 2 White Fang, but she managed to take them down. But it did cause a scene, and she does get captured, so to speak. Yeah, I know I'm kind of doing pacing so fast because everything plays out actually the same, and I keep this in mind. Volume 2 is my least favorite, but I still enjoyed it. I'm not saying Volume 2 is the worst. It's just my least favorite in my personal opinion. That's the reason why I'm doing this so quickly and so fast, honestly. And when the Team RWBY arrive in the train, that like in the main canon, Yang versus Neo, Weiss versus White Fang Lieutenant, and Blake versus Roman. So I'm gonna do this like by an order, like Team RWBY, WBY. So first is Weiss. Guess with her training, and she got a little bit stronger than her actual counterpart. She barely, I'm gonna say, barely defeated the lieutenant of the White Fang Lieutenant. So yeah, she's already tired, barely beated this guy. So Weiss actually won that fight for the first time. Now we move into Blake. Yeah, she does beat Roman like in the main canon, but a lot more easier. So she defeated Roman a lot quicker. And let me guess, Yang win against Neo? Nope. Nope. She gets defeated by Neo still. But why? She's so strong because she just beat Neo? Keep this in mind. She had fought Grim all fucking day and not get any single sleep. So, yeah. But here's the thing, though. Since Raven is not gonna save Yang like in the main canon, because again, keep this in mind, Raven doesn't know about Yang. She doesn't know about the Saiyans, and Yang is not Raven's daughter in this. So who actually saves? Well, Yang. Well, in this version, since Weiss is tired and RWBY is in the middle of helping up above, is actually Blake. Blake saved Yang in the nick of time, and Blake put up a little bit good fight, but Nia knows that, yeah, she's in the corner now, so she bails, like, in canon. So, yeah, instead of Raven, is Blake in this. So, yeah. And unfortunately, the final episode plays out the same. Team RWBY, Team Juniper, Team Coffee, along with Sun, Neptune, and, well, Emerald and Mercury fight against the Grimm, like in the actual main canon, and Roman gets captured, get arrested. That plays out the same. That doesn't change, like, at all. So, yeah, basically, it plays out the same. Nothing really changed, honestly. So, yeah, it's, again, I know I went, fast pace here and there with, in this, because this is actually a lot shorter than the last part, because the last part was, like, fucking long, honestly. So, yeah, Volume 2 is actually gonna be the shortest one, and I think Volume 3 is gonna be the short one when I get to that scenario. So, yeah, there's that. But I don't know what I can say, because I want to keep some interesting ideas in the future, because there is gonna be, oh boy, how do I put this? Because Volume 3 is the part where you guys know what. And no, I'm not talking about the events about, well, the beacon. I'm talking about the one thing that you guys are ready to see happen for Yang. So, yeah, that's one thing that's gonna be interested. But yeah, I think that's actually it I need to say, and I guess we could end this part here. So, what do you guys think? Do you guys like it, hate it, and was it like a little bit rushed here and there? Because I feel like it is, because again, Volume 2 is my least favorite, and there's like no reason to go in depth or anything that needs to be changed. So, yeah, let me know your thoughts and your opinions down below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Links to my other channels, my social media, and my Discord server. All that will be down below in the description bar. You guys know the drill. Again, like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. RWBY is love. RWBY is life. Keep moving forward, and I'll see you guys later.